Hi guys. How are you?
Hi.
I know, kind of awkward, right?
Yes, hi. Carol.
I'm Amy. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Where are you from, Cheryl?
I'm from Tennessee.
Oh yeah, I should have guessed. All my Tennessee gals are always on.
Yes, we love Isagenix. So
Yes.
as you can tell, we're sold on them.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Me too. Me too.
Yes, they're wonderful. So I go to church with Shalane and love her. Just love her.
Shalane's awesome.
Yes.
She is awesome. For sure. For sure.
Yes.
For sure.
She is.
Everybody else has their video off.
Oh, do they? Do we?
No,
do we need to keep it off?
No, I don't want you to turn your video off.
Okay.
I love it when people have their video on. I was just looking to see who else was on, and everybody else has their video off. If you want to turn your video on, guys, and you don't know how to do that, if you go down into the bottom of either your computer or your phone, you'll see an option where you can actually turn on the video. So feel free to do that if you want your video on. And we'll get started here in just a second. It's 7:30 on the dot, but we'll wait about 30 seconds and see if anyone else joins us. Hi, Paige.
Hey.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Good.
Just got done with another product call.
I heard that. How did it go?
Good. Good. She just bought a container from her GNC. And she's going to school to be a physical therapist.
Mm-hmm.
So she's been trying a bunch of different ones to find the right one for her, and she's going to definitely try ours as soon as she gets done with her container. So
good deal. Good deal. Well, that's exciting. Awesome. Very good. Very good. All right. All right, guys. Well, I think we're going to go ahead and get started. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to share a little bit with you as far as Isagenix. A little bit of how it's going to go tonight. I'm going to share my story with you. I'm going to share information about the products, a little bit of the science behind the products. And then at the end of the call, what we'll do is at the end of that time, if you are not interested at all in the business, I'm going to go ahead and let you know that you can hop off. And if you are interested in listening to the business, then I'll go ahead and stay on a little bit longer and go over the business with you. I don't ever want to force that on someone or talk someone into listening to that's only interested in the product. And so that's a little bit of how it's going to flow tonight. But I'll definitely share with you just a little bit about my story. And at the very end, we'll see if you guys have any questions. But just to give you a little bit of a background, well, my name's Amy. It says Amy on my screen. But I started using Isagenix or really using the products 4 years ago. And prior to that, I was very sluggish. I was tired. I had a lot of inflammation in my body. I was having weird issues where I would write with my ink pen and I would have to think about letting it go. Just kind of struggling in a lot of different ways. I was also 30 pounds overweight, and but I didn't know it. I literally, I am not kidding. I would buy pants and I would just think that the store sizes run really small. And right now I wear about a size 4 or 6. And at that point I was wearing a size 12. Like if I went to the doctor's office and I looked at the chart because I'm only 5'3", I was borderline where it said obese. But if I was large bone, I was okay. So in my mind, I feel like I'm large bone. So to just kind of justify it. But I was able, once I got on the product, I was able to lose 30 pounds. And I've kept it off for 4 years. But I will tell you, more than the weight loss, it's completely changed my energy. I need to quit saying how old I am. But I feel better now than I did 20 years ago. I can tell you that. I literally went from coming home at night feeling exhausted, wanting to take a nap, to working out, feeling great. My focus is so much better. And so my health and my weight and my life has completely transformed through using these products and through cleaning up my diet. And so I'm very passionate. I won't even apologize to you about how passionate I am about nutrition and wellness and products, but I am. So be prepared for that. But what I'll do is I'm going to share with you about our 5 core products that we have to offer and kind of go from there. But we have several core products. And the first core product is the Isoline Shake. Now, our shake has 240 nutrients in it. It is a superfood. Sometimes I'll have people say things to me, such as, which I think there's nothing wrong with you taking it to your doctor to look at it. I'm so totally great with that. But people will say things to me like, well, I've got to make sure that my doctor is okay with me taking this. And I always want to clarify, we are not a diet or an ephedra or anything like that. It is super food. Our company believes that if you put amazing superfoods into the body, if you support the stress of the body, and you detoxify the body, that we will begin to do what we're supposed to do. So if maybe we're sluggish, we'll get energy. If maybe we're overweight, we'll lose weight. So we are much more about wholeness and health than we are about anything else. And so the shake is a super food. It is amazing to me. I have been really, I guess, almost every day I've been reading about thyroid conditions because I have probably, I'm not kidding, probably 3 people a day tell me that they are having issues with their thyroids. And it is just unbelievable to me, to the point that I don't bury my head in the sand. I just think, what has caused this? What's going on? So I just spend all this time reading. And yesterday I was reading an article, and the article said, or I Googled, what can you do to naturally combat a thyroid issue? Like, that was my Google. And I came across this article, and the article listed out all of these different things that you could take. And like turmeric, ginger, all these different vitamins, minerals. And the crazy thing is this, I go and I look at the back of our ingredient list on our superfood shake, and literally everything in that article is in the shake. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is why this stuff works. It's just amazing. It's super food. So you put it into the body, and what happens is the body finally gets fed. Now, people will say things to me like, well, what's the difference between Isagenix and yada and yada and yada and all these different companies? And there are several differences. But one of the main difference is that our product comes over from New Zealand. In New Zealand, it is illegal for there to be pesticides. It's illegal for there to be herbicides. Cattle are all grass-fed. They're all milked within season. And because of that, you're getting a very non-compromised protein. So I don't know if, for me in the past, in my past life, I struggled a lot with allergies. And to this day, I combat that with my nutrition, meaning that
what is she doing?
I eat. Because even if I'm not allergic to something, there can be something else in my diet that I eat that causes me to have reaction to other things. So I have to keep my diet very, very clean. So when I open up my canister, I can count on the fact that everything in there is non-compromised. Now, in addition, the shake is undenatured. That means it's cold processed. So the enzymes that are in the shake are living, and they help. Hold on just a second, guys. I'm going to mute out a couple things really quick. And so because of that, the enzyme actually helps to transport the nutrients into the body, into the organs. And so I'll have people say things like, I've not felt like this in 10 years. Yeah, because your body's finally getting fed. Now, that's why it's awesome. But let's talk a little bit then. I know 80% of Americans want to lose weight or need to lose weight, actually. So let's talk about weight loss in the shake. It's like this. It's superfoods. And so you have a superfood shake for breakfast. You have a superfood shake either for lunch or for supper. And then you have a third meal and a couple of snacks. When I heard it was a shake program, I was disappointed. I'm not going to lie. I thought, I don't know what I hoped it was. Meals on Wheels? I don't know. But I was disappointed that it was a shake program because I had never had success with a shake before. But what I found was I felt so full with the shake. Before, I had always, hold on just a second, you guys. I apologize. Sorry, guys. There is an excessive amount of noise in my other room. I couldn't even hear myself. I was disappointed it was a shake. But what happened was when I started using it, it was amazing. I started feeling fuller than I've ever felt in my life. I love the taste of it. Incredible. So that's the story of our superfood shake. Then we have a product called Ionix Supreme. And Ionix Supreme, when I first started taking it, I didn't understand anything about nutrition. Just know that. I came into Isagenix thinking that if I needed to lose weight, I would order a Happy Meal instead of a number 6. And I am not kidding. Like, that's what I did. I had no idea about nutrition until I got to a point I needed to know about it. And I know some of you can probably relate to that. And so when I started taking the Ionix Supreme, I just loved it. Like I loved how I felt. I felt happy. I felt not anxious. I just started feeling all around better. But what the deal is this, the Ionix Supreme has 98 trace minerals in it. And its major job is to support the adrenal glands. In the US, we have a double whammy. And so our adrenal glands are overworked because we do live in a very stressful environment. And people will say things like, well, it used to be stressful way back in the Stone Ages because lions chased our ancestors. Yeah, but this is the deal. The lions chased our ancestors, and then they would get to the cave and they could relax all night. Here, what happens is social media is everywhere. I mean, we cannot, as a society, it is very difficult to unplug. So we are in a continuous state of stress. Our body does not know the difference between positive stress or negative stress. Stress is stress. So if you have your child's birthday party, you have 20 people coming over, it's exciting, you're making cupcakes, you can't wait, that's still stress on the body. The body still sees that and identifies that as stress. And so we have that, number one. And number two, our soil is completely depleted of minerals. And so people will say things like, well, I eat a lot of spinach or I eat a lot of kale, and that's great. But this is the deal. No matter how much of that you eat, our soil is so depleted that we are still lacking in minerals, which is why there's so many problems with adrenal gland fatigue. And that carries over to thyroid fatigue, because if your adrenal glands are fatigued, then the thyroid picks up some of the work from the adrenal glands. It can make that fatigued, which is why you'll see someone who maybe has been under a lot of stress, and all of a sudden they've either lost a whole bunch of weight because their thyroid's overactive, they're anxious, their adrenal glands are going nuts, or they've gained a bunch of weight because their adrenal glands are going crazy, their cortisol levels are high, their thyroid slowed down, and now all of a sudden they're unhealthy, inflamed. That's what happens. So stress is an issue. So stress has to be supported. And the Ionix Supreme helps to support stress. This is a big part of why you'll see people that will go on a diet, like they'll get shots, they'll take a pill, they lose 70 pounds. You see them 3 months later, and all of a sudden they weigh 80 pounds more than the 70 pounds they lost. And that is because the core problem was never fixed, which was the body needs superfood, and the stress of the body needs to be supported so that we quit having cravings, so that our body functions properly. And then another product that we have is called Cleanse for Life. The Cleanse for Life is a full body cellular detox, and it helps to pull the toxins out of the body. It is not a colon cleanse. That is the first thing people will say is, oh my goodness, am I going to be in the bathroom for 4 days? No, it is not a colon cleanse. It has absolutely nothing to do with the colon. And it has everything to do with the liver, with the kidneys, with the toxicity that's in the body. Our bodies are toxic. They're toxic from what we eat. They're toxic from what we breathe. They're toxic from what we drink. Mine's toxic from my hair color because I continuously get it colored. And so what happens is those toxins in the body really affect our body. And our immune system goes to work to fight them off. So our immune system gets very fired up, and sometimes it will begin to react against itself, which is what's called an autoimmune problem. And so people are fatigued. They can't figure out what's wrong with them. They can't lose weight. I mean, it can get very crazy. And so what happens when you detox the body is that you actually are able to pull those toxins out. They're flushed out through the urine, and then the body's much cleaner on the inside, and our immune systems begin to function better. As far as weight loss, toxins love fat, and fat love toxins, period. And so if your body is toxic, it is going to be very, very, very difficult to lose weight. One of the most incredible things that I've heard people say before is they'll say things to me like, Amy, I've not lost any weight at all, but people are asking me if I've lost weight. And they'll get on the scale and their weight is exactly the same. They've lost no weight, but people are saying, ask them continuously if they've lost weight. It has so much to do with inflammation because they were puffy, like their neck particularly was puffy. That's where you'll see a lot of it. Or their face was puffy. They were puffy. They start cleansing even before the weight starts coming off, and people are already asking them because they're not inflamed any longer because those toxins are being removed from the body. It's such an important thing to detox the body. Now, with the cleanse, you could do it a couple of ways. You can do 2 to 4 ounces of cleanse every night before bed, or you can do a full cleanse day where throughout the day you're basically fasting your body. That is the healthiest thing that you can do, although if you do it at night, that's great too. But giving your body a cleanse allows it to rest. Like I said earlier, you're not in the bathroom. I mean, if anything, you'll tinkle a little more. That's it. And so you will actually, as you take that full fast day, you'll sometimes wake up the next morning and you'll feel amazing. And people are going to say things to you like, did you get a facial? Like, people always ask me that after I cleanse. Did you get a facial? Like, did you do something? Like, no, I just cleansed. I promise. If I did something, I tell you. But the cleanse really makes a big difference with your skin, just your energy. It's your hair. I mean, it just changes things. And I'm passionate about it because I feel like if society really understood what nutrition could do, that we would have a lot less people on medication and a lot more people out playing with their kids and off the couch and engaged in society. I mean, it just is a huge thing. Now, we have then 2 more core products I'll share with you, and then we'll wrap up the product side of it. We also have the Angel's Essential Vitamin Pack, and our vitamins are amazing. They have all the micronutrient needs in them, different items that support different functions of your body. With our vitamins, they are bioavailable. People will say, well, what if I get too much? There's nothing in any of our products that you can get too much of. If you have too much of it, the rest will just be flushed out through your urine if that were ever to happen. So they're bioavailable. They're vegetable wraps so that they absorb very, very quickly into the body. Like if you drop one of our vitamins into a glass of hot water, you'll actually see it dissolve, which is so interesting. My daughter's in school right now to be a nurse, and she will say things like, she'll tell me what's in the bedpans. Like, I know this is gross. Sorry. I don't even think I've ever said this in a presentation, but I'm already there, so I can't go backwards. So forgive me. I don't even know where this came from. But how awful that I'm saying this. But she'll like literally see like whole vitamins in bedpans because they did not dissolve in the body. So basically that patient just wasted all their money on a vitamin that was not dissolvable in the bodies. It just shot right through and did nothing. Well, ours dissolves almost as soon as it gets in there, which is why I have never been able to take vitamins before. When I was pregnant, I took Flintstone vitamins. And because I would take a vitamin, I feel like it was sitting right here. And so it just dissolves very, very quickly into the body. Now, we also have a product called Product B. And I'm going to tell you guys a website to look at. It is theproductbdiscovery.com. And on that video, you're going to see a lot of information about this product. But Product B is an anti-aging product. There is tremendous research behind it, Nobel Prize winning research behind it, and it is one of the most potent and effective products on our product line. It helps to repair what are called telomeres in the body. Telomeres are the little cats at the end of our chromosomes. When we're born, they're at 10,000 bases. Whenever we pass away from old age, they're at 5,000. And so what scientists have discovered is that the telomere shrinking is what causes us to age. They used to think when we age, the telomere shrunk. So we're getting older, the telomere shrinking. That's not the case. The case is the telomere shrinking actually causes the aging. And they found that through a research using eggs from women's ovaries. That's how they discovered that. And so they were able to take that research and find an enzyme called telomerase and actually grow telomeres back in the petri dish. This is very, very significant as far as anything degenerative. And so it is possible to link them back a telomere. So through this research, we came out with Product B. In Product B, we've seen a lot of different results. And everything from tightening skin to energy to moods. I mean, it is just an incredible, incredible product. I will tell you that I feel like the strongest story I know about it is my husband. And it really helped his moods. And so whenever he's in there, so he can defend himself, but I don't think he's going to. So before Isagenix, he would come home every night. He'd sit on the couch. He would, in his chair actually, he'd watch TV. He would ask me what was for dinner. I'd make dinner. He'd go back to his couch. He'd fall asleep. He'd wake up and he'd go to bed. That was his pattern. And that is not an exaggeration. He was super short-tempered. And I thought he got better all of a sudden. I thought he had like a come to Jesus. And I had said to him, you are really acting different. What's up? And he said, I just feel better. I didn't even know I felt bad before. And it completely changed his moods, changed everything. So that's one thing that we make sure every month that he takes that. And I have been moody during PMS, but Ionic Supreme fixed that. But anyway, so incredible, incredible product as far as that goes. Now, the product, let's say that you're listening to this and you're thinking, okay, I want to use this. I want to lose weight. Maybe you don't want to lose weight. Maybe you're like, okay, I want some of that energy. I just need nutrition. Maybe you're on the line. I mean, these products are great for athletes. My daughters are athletes. They use it for performance purposes. My husband bodybuilds now. He uses it for performance purposes. And so if that's the case, they are amazing. We have an Olympic athlete that just signed up on our team. She is doing amazing on the products. And so we attract a lot of athletes because of that. But regardless, if you're on the line and you're thinking, okay, I want to buy it, or how do you get this stuff? How it works is you pay $29. And when you pay the $29, that is an enrollment into Isagenix. It's very similar to if you were to get an account to Amazon Prime. You buy an account to Amazon Prime, then for the whole year, you're able to get wholesale pricing. Same thing with Isagenix. You pay $29 for the whole year. You're able to purchase products at a discount from Isagenix. Also, the packs are all different in pricing. So, for example, we do have a pack called the 30-day pack. The 30-day pack replaces 68 meals. It does have the cleanse in it. It does have the Ionix Supreme in it. Now, whenever when I first heard this price, I was a little taken back. I'm very frugal, and which I know is I'm frugal. My husband spends money more freely than I do. And so whenever when we were listening to the information, I told my friend, she said it's $272 and for the 30-day system. And I said, for vitamins? Are you kidding me? I'm not buying that. And she said, no. It's meal replacement. It's 68 meals. And my husband said, you're already spending that. And it is true, because if you think about this, if you were to go, I know this is a horrible analogy, but if you were to go to McDonald's and get 68 number fives, I mean, that would cost you $450 to get 68 number fives that like sit in your stomach like a bomb, and they don't dissolve like the bedpan stuff the thing. It's the same thing. I mean, that's what you're putting into your body for $400 something a month. And so most people are already spending this much money. So it's usually just a trade out, and a lot of people actually end up saving money on it. Now, we also have another pack called the President's Pack. The President's Pack also has a 30-day system in it. So it has the 30-day system. It has a blender. It has our chocolates. It has our vitamins and product B that I shared with you. It has meal replacement bars. Literally, it is the best value on our line. It's $559, and it gives you almost $800 worth of product. So I started with that pack because I wanted to build a business. I wanted to try everything, and I wanted to have everything to put it into my system so that I could testify to what it was doing for the body. And so that is, so that's the scoop of the President's Pack. Now, all of our packs are back with 100% guarantee. So if you decide for whatever reason it doesn't work, you don't like it, you can send it back and get 100% of your money back on it. So that's kind of the scoop with the products. One more thing I will share with you as you're getting results, and this is not the business side, this is only the referral side. If you are getting results and people ask you about it and you tell them it's Isagenix and they purchase from Isagenix, then you actually get rebates back. So if you told 2 people about Isagenix next week and they both bought 30-day systems, you would get $150 back already in rebates. So it is a pretty amazing deal when you think about that. So I've only ever paid for one product package, so our grocery bills are way less than they used to be. So that's kind of the scoop. But what I'm going to do is in just a second, we're going to start the business side. I'm going to share with you a little bit about the business side and making money in Isagenix. If you're on and you only want to listen to the product, I want to go ahead and let you hop off. I appreciate you guys taking time. But if you think, well, you know, I want to know about how I could earn extra money with this, you can hang on and we're going to go over that part. So either way is good with me. So I'll just kind of share with you just a little bit then. Thank you for hopping on. I'm going to share with you a little bit about the business side. So when I came into Isagenix, almost every single person I know comes into Isagenix for product reasons. When I came in, I was coming into Isagenix because I wanted to make money. I had been building in another network marketing company. The economy had crashed. We had bought a house that we couldn't sell just because it was just a little bit above the price range that was selling at that time. And it was also underwater, meaning that we owed more on it than what we could sell it for. And so I was in a position that I was sick from stress. I think back now and understanding what I know now, I legitimately think that I was physically ill from the stress I was under. My side hurt all the time. I had to like talk myself out of getting out of bed and going through another day to try to figure it all out. And I'm not a depressive person. It was just like kind of like I saw a billboard one time of this guy and it said, "I'm screwed." And he had screws like all over his body. Like it was a billboard. And that was like me. Like I was like, oh my goodness. And so so whenever I was looking for something, I was not interested at all in the network marketing industry. I wanted to find, I was going to find something outside of this industry. I was very, very burned out. But my friends kept asking me to take a look at this, and I kept ignoring her. I ignored her on Facebook. I ignored her text. I blew her off. And so that's why when you do build a business, that's why I'm like, just ignore them, with like overcome the fact that they're blowing you off, because I did blow her off. And I was a little annoyed, but that's okay. And so her husband called my husband and just said, "Listen, you really need to get Amy to come and look at this." And so I decided that, my husband told me, "You owe it to her, you're going to go." And so I went reluctantly and listened. When I heard the information, I was shocked. I was shocked at how the marketing plan worked. And I decided that I should try it. I had a gut feeling it was going to work for me. I started the business, and once I made a decision, I thought, I'm going to make this work. I'm going to be amazing at it. I'm going to make money. There's no stopping. And so I went to work to build this. And within my first 5 months, I earned $91,000. And when that happened, it really changed things financially for us. And it opened my eyes to the power of this compensation plan. I was then I went through a personal situation where I was unable to work for 2 years. And then I ended up taking a 3rd year off even after I could work. And after 5 months, I ended up taking off those 2 years. During those 2 years that I didn't work, I ended up making a combined income of $280,000 during those 2 years. And the 3rd year, I made another $130,000. So the passive income is more than I really could ever imagine or hope for. It's just been amazing. So what I want to do is I want to draw out for you how the compensation plan works. I'm going to draw it out a couple of different ways. And so it's going to seem a little bit redundant for just a minute. So just bear with me as I'm going through it. And as I go through it the first way, you may feel a little bit foggy with the information, but as I continue to draw it out, it'll probably become more and more clear. So here we go. Okay, so let's say that you just decide that you want to purchase the product. This is you. So at that point, you are what's called an associate. And you are going to order your own product from the company and get wholesale buying rights. You also have the opportunity to refer other people if you choose to do that. So let's say then that you told this friend that you know about Isagenix, you would get paid a $25 bonus. If you told this friend that you know about Isagenix, you would get paid a $25 bonus. Now, if they ordered those systems, 30-day systems, this is on a 30-day system. If they ordered 30-day systems, the bonuses would double and you'd make 50 and 50. This is called U plus 2. At that level, you become a consultant and you would make a $50 bonus in addition. So if you add up all those bonuses, that's $150 that you would make in rebates back from the company or bonuses from the company. If this person told their two friends, you'd make $100. If this person told their two friends, you would make $100. That is called you plus 2, them plus 2. When that happens, you become a manager and you make a $250 bonus in addition to that. Now, when this person that you tell, let's say you tell this person, every time you tell someone if they order a pack, you get a bonus. There's another pack that's called a President's Pack. If they order that pack, you get an $80 bonus. If then you told this guy and he ordered that pack, you make an $80 bonus. If they came in the same week, you'd make $160 and $160. Now, if this guy tells two people, you make $100. And if this guy tells two people, you make $100. You're going to do it again. You're going to tell somebody else, and he's going to tell two people, you make $100. You tell somebody else, and he tells two people, you make $100. This is you plus 2, them plus 2 times 3. When that happens, you get a $750 bonus. Now, when this person tells their two, you make 100. And when this person tells their two, you make 100. And I'm going to draw this out 2 more times. And 1 more time here. Now, this is you plus 2, them plus 2 times 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. You make a $1,000 bonus. Now, if you add up all of those bonuses, that's $3,050 in front-end bonuses. You can earn these fast. Shalane that's on, she earned all of this in her first month. And so the minimum that you would make on this is $3,050, and most people make more between $4,000 and $6,000 by the time that they get this done with all of the extra bonuses. And what this is it's front-end money. It is not this is not the passive income yet. So this is great, but you guys, this is not what excited me. When I saw this at first, I mean, I thought that's nice, but to be honest, I used to sell lipstick, and it was easy for me to make $3,000 a month selling lipstick. So this was not what made my jaw drop. What I'm getting ready to show you is what made my jaw drop. The first time I show it to you, it might look a little foggy. But when I come back and I show it to you the second way, you're probably going to think, oh my goodness, sign me up today. That's what I thought. Now, as I'm erasing this, I want to kind of share with you a little bit as far as what the work looks like. So it's very interesting. Like literally, it's just basically an organic, I don't know, just like it's just part of your life. And so what I mean by that is you just use the product. You love how it tastes. You talk about it on your social media. People ask you about it. You tell them about it. And they come in. They tell other people. They duplicate the process. They talk it about on their social media. They tell other people. And you earn income on all of that. And so in a sense, you get paid to eat food, maybe walk, just exercise a little bit, and tell other people about it. That's the truth. And so it literally is kind of a sad, sad thing. To the point, my daughter is, my middle daughter wants to be a doctor. And she's like, Mom, like, I think that you might make more money in Isagenix than a doctor. And I'm like, well, I know, but if your passion is to be a doctor, but it's just kind of crazy whenever you think about that, because this passive income is awesome. Now, what happens is when you tell two people, your gates open and you're able to earn on everything that's below you. And the cool thing is someone just using the product, as soon as they tell two people, they earn on everything that's below them. So what happens is this: every single person has two legs. They are at least the opportunity to get two legs or tell two people. So let's say this guy that's down here, your friend told him. So you probably don't even know this guy. Now you're going to make money on what he orders, and I'm going to show that to you in just a second. But this guy also knows two people, but so does this guy, and so does this guy, and everybody all the way down, okay? They all are telling two people, this guy, and this guy, and this guy, and this guy. So this begins to branch out in all of these different directions. I mean, it's just crazy when you think about it. It just branches out. And if it's connected to you on the right side, it's your right team. If it's connected to you on your left side, it's your left team. Now, all of these people are going to be ordering product. The product is worth business volume. That's because we're an international company. Get this amount of money. The U.S. currency is really strong right now, and so it's our economy currently is strong. And so I was just talking with this guy in Indonesia today, and I had to give him a price quote on a pack here that is $156, is 2,500,000 rupiah. And that's why the currency cannot be in the tree. Everything is moved over to business volume. So that's why. And then it's converted back over to money. So just hang with me while I show you this. So if this person ordered a president's pack, it is $559, but it's 300 business volume. If this guy ordered a 30-day system, it's roughly 200 business volume. Let's say this guy ordered 300 business volume, and this guy ordered 200 business volume, and this guy ordered 300. You guys, this is what you've got to get. It's not only on their first order, but it's on their second and third and their fourth. I never call anyone and say, are you going to order? I don't even know who orders. I don't know who doesn't order. I have no idea. All I know is I get them started on product. I teach them how to use it. They tell other people. They teach those people how to use it. They tell other people. They teach those people how to use it. I don't even know the people that are ordering. That's what I want to make clear. I've told 200 people that I get paid on 8,500. So these people are all ordering product. It might be their first order, their sixth order. It might be their 100th order. It doesn't matter. Every time they order, you get paid, all because you told two people and somebody told them that somehow can be traced back up to you, okay? Same thing over here, 200, 300, 200. Right now you're probably thinking, ooh, this is one of those pyramid things. And when I show you the next way, your jaw's gonna drop and you're gonna be like, oh my gosh. Okay, all these people are ordering product, all of them. Now, all of the volume on this side, all of it, it's like a football team. If somebody ordered product, you get business volume points on it. It all comes up to you. So let's say all of this comes up to you right here into your bank or your scoreboard. So let's say that all added up to 6,000 business volume. Let's say that all of this, that all these people ordered, all added up to 3,000 business volume. Every time you have 600 business volume on one side plus 300 business volume on the other side, for a total of 900 business volume, you earn 6% of that, which is $54, which is 54, And in the US, it's $54. Okay? So if you look at this, here's 6,000 points that came from this team and 3,000 points that came from this team. That's 9,000 points that just came between these teams. Every time you hit 900, you're earning the $54. 900 goes into 9,000. 6,000 plus 3,000. 10 times, you just earn $540 in passive income. That's income you did not work for. That is crazy. In my other company, if I did not show up to sell something, if I didn't make the phone call, if I didn't make the delivery, if I didn't pull other people along, I made no money. But with this, you continue to make money. There is one reason why this is so successful, and that is because our products have as far as weight loss, have a 99% success rate, meaning that when someone uses the product according to the directions, it works 99% of the time. So of course, people are ordering it over and over and over because it changes their health. I mean, that is a major reason why this is such a strong compensation plan. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to watch this one more piece of it and then we'll be done. This is my friend Hillary, right there. She came into Isagenix 5 years before me. And we were in another company together. We were in network marketing together before she moved over. When she came in, she told her mom, Rita, and she told her husband, Justin. When she told them, remember what happens? Her gates open. Then Rita told Steve, and then she also told a teacher she works with. That made her gates open. Okay? Now, this is a significant part of this that you want to watch. This is what's different. In my other company, there was nothing that I could do to help the people below me make money other than coach them. In this company, the people that are below me earn money on what I'm doing as well as what they're doing. So watch this. So Hillary, when she enrolled people, she would put one on her left and one on her right, and one on her left and one on her right, and one on her left and one on her right. So Hillary's actually adding these people. So those people are added by Hillary, but check this out. They're under Rita and they're under Steve. There's no way Rita knows these people. Hillary put them in, but Rita can still earn the 6% on them. That's what's crazy. And then not only on them, but on whoever they tell. So she's also earning on all of this. This is a true story though. Hillary came down here and she added this lady named Robin. Robin was a $1 million producer in another network marketing company. When Robin came in, she started telling all these people, boom, 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 boom. I just saw Robin's Facebook page today and she's headed to Colombia to do Isagenix. So she's going to be adding all these people from Colombia, the country, down onto her team and making all this money. So Robin added around 10,000 people, not her, but her and who they know and who they know and who they know. All 10,000 of those people are down here below Rita. Rita didn't even know Robin. She doesn't know these 10,000 people, but she earns on all of them, except for she can't earn on them yet, because you have to have 600 points plus 300 on the other side to equal 900 in order to make the 6%, which is $54. So if all she had was all these people over here, she could easily have, and whenever, as long as you have 2 people, even when your other leg is not developed yet, the company still banks your volume, and whenever you do have 2 people, then you can cash out on it. So let's say that she had 486,000 points in her bank. So she has to have 300 over here in order to cycle. So if this guy came in and ordered 300 points, Rita earns a cycle. If this guy orders 300 points, she earns a cycle. So she would earn $54 and $54 because she has this massive leg. But watch what really happened. This teacher enrolled somebody who enrolled Holly DeMott. Holly DeMott lost 100 pounds with Isagenix. When that happened, she got a lot of attention from different people. So Holly DeMott ends up bringing in Emily Vavra. She ends up bringing in Lori Harder. They're fitness competitors. Lori Harder ends up bringing in Kathy Savage. Kathy Savage is the #1 trainer of all female fitness competitors in the U.S. She built like crazy, and she ended up bringing in excess, you guys, of 100,000 people coming down this leg. Rita only ever told these 2 people, but it blew up right here and right here. She has these massive amount of people under her. She's a retired school principal. Every time there's 300 on one side and 600 on the other side, she earns $54 and $54 and $54. And last year, she earned $750,000. And so there is a lot of power in this binary plan. Now, is that typical? No way. It's not typical. Most people don't look out like that. They don't. But is it true that we have a lot of momentum on our team? And so we have people going in every day and it's exciting? Yes. We are very leveraged right now. And it's kind of like if you've ever wanted to build a business in network marketing, it's a little bit like right place, right time kind of situation that we have going on. So if you're interested, it looks a little bit like this. You pay the $29. You purchase whatever products you want to purchase at wholesale from the company. And then that also puts you in business. So that's a little bit how it works. But you guys, I appreciate you listening. If you are interested, definitely just let your associate know that had you get on and she can help you get started and we can help you get going on it. But thank you guys so much. Good night, everybody. Bye, everybody.